Hello to all our audience tuning into our channel. We're so glad to have you with us. Stay tuned for exciting content. Let's get started. This episode sets the stage for a complex and intriguing investigation, weaving in elements of mystery, past trauma, and socio-political commentary. By linking the new murder to a string of killings from a decade ago, it immediately adds depth and stakes to the plot, hinting that there may be more at play than initially meets the eye. Detective Harvey Bullock's familiarity with the spirit of the goat's crimes adds a personal and haunting element to the story, while James Gordon's involvement underscores his role as a beacon of integrity in a city rife with corruption. The narrative hints at deep-rooted issues within Gotham's social and power structures, suggesting that the murders may be connected to wider conspiracies, possibly involving the powerful Wayne family. Overall, it's a rich setup that promises to explore not just a gripping serial killer case, but also the enduring challenges facing Gotham City. The flashback sequence to 10 years ago offers a deep dive into Detective Harvey Bullock's history and the harsh realities of police work in Gotham City. Through the confrontation with Randall Milkey at 1100 Cannery Drive, viewers understand the trauma that has shaped Bullock. His partner's injury, a result of disregarding the so-called Gotham's golden rule about heroes, has instilled in Bullock a cautious and cynical approach to his job, making him wary of idealistic pursuits or heroic gestures. The encounter with Milkey also seeds the idea that the spirit of the goat is more than just an individual. It's a spectral force that might transcend mortality itself, a theme that's likely to progress in the current investigation. The flashbacks serve not only for exposition, but also to build a psychological blueprint for Bullock, hinting at complex ties between past and present events. Furthermore, the absence of Gordon in the current-day storyline suggests developing tension and personal stakes that interweave with the larger narrative, promising complex character dynamics ahead. We're given a closer look at the characters' personal lives, which adds depth to the overall story. Gordon's conversation with Barbara highlights the emotional toll of his work and the impact it has on those close to him. It shows that while Barbara understands Gordon's dedication, she desires a partnership where they're more open and supportive of each other. On the other hand, Edward Nygma's scenes at the GCPD offer a glimpse into his emerging character traits that foreshadow his transformation into the Riddler. His awkwardness and intensity set him apart from his colleagues, suggesting a complex personality that yearns for recognition and understanding. Lastly, the reunion between Oswald Cobblepot and his mother adds a layer of emotional depth to his character. It not only humanizes him, but also hints at his ambitions and connections, setting the stage for future developments in the plot. This subplot enriches the narrative, showing how personal motivations and relationships shape the larger mystery. The chapter you described offers a deep dive into the intersecting worlds of methodical police work and psychological intrigue. The narrative demonstrates Gordon and Bullock's contrasting approaches, with Gordon's logical and methodical methodology complementing Bullock's more intuitive and perhaps cynical stance. The setting at the Hastings family home adds layers of complexity. Mr. Hastings' compulsive behavior and Mrs. Hastings' sedation speak to a family deeply affected by their daughter's death, possibly hinting at long-standing psychological issues. Dr. Marks's role as the family therapist adds a mysterious element, especially with his comments about Mr. Hastings' delicate nature. His involvement raises questions about the family's dynamics and the potential for deeper psychological manipulation. The mention of Randall Milky and the investigation's link to the Spirit of the Goat murders suggest a potential connection between past and present crimes. This could indicate a copycat, or someone exploiting the historical pattern for their own purposes, adding complexity to the case. Bullock's dismissive attitude towards therapy and focus on Mrs. Hastings' tranquilizers reveal a skepticism that may either hinder or help the investigation. The revelation of the 1813 Liberty Penny in Amanda Hastings' skull is a powerful narrative twist that raises many questions. First, it dismantles the copycat killer theory, showing that the killer had access to information that was never public. The fact that only Bullock, his deceased partner, and a deceased medical examiner knew about the specific detail of the penny creates a paradox. The shocking implication is that someone close to the original investigation, or someone who learned of the secret detail, is likely involved in the current murders. Bullock's conversation with Dix adds another layer, suggesting a conspiracy that was active 10 years ago. This hypothesis introduces the possibility that the original case was not as clear-cut as Bullock had believed. The chapter delves into Bullock's inner conflict, revealing his resistance to the conspiracy theory. It's not just about losing confidence in his past actions. It also means facing the reality that a broader, more sinister plot has been at work all along. By turning the investigation on its head, this chapter heightens the tension and complexity of the plot. It elevates the stakes from a single serial killer to an organized campaign that threatens the very fabric of Gotham's social order, pushing the narrative into a much larger and threatening conspiracy. The tension escalates as disparate threats converge, creating a relentless pace. As Gordon and Bullock close in on Raymond Earl, it becomes clear that the case symbolizes more than just a pursuit of justice. It's also a race against time to prevent personal and professional collapse. Barbara's predicament adds a layer of emotional turmoil, as Montoya's warning foreshadows a looming danger that extends beyond the immediate case. The urgency to stop Earl and save Ember Copley is mirrored by the urgency to address the conspiracy against Gordon. This dual storyline heightens the stakes, leaving the reader eager to see if justice and loyalty can prevail in the chaos. This narrative presents a compelling and chilling storyline. The character of Dr. Marks is a complex antagonist, utilizing his medical expertise and manipulative skills to create chaos. By manipulating individuals into believing they're carrying out crimes as an alter ego, he's able to carry out his vendetta against Gotham's elite under the guise of social justice. This storyline adds depth to the narrative, but addressing themes of class disparity and the ethical implications of using medical knowledge for manipulation and control. The exploration of such a psychological and societal conflict provides a unique and thought-provoking twist, offering more than just a whodunit mystery, but a commentary on society and morality. This episode sounds packed with action and plot twists. The climax particularly brings together various elements of the story, offering resolutions while paving the way for future developments. Dr. Marks's failure to manipulate Mr. Hastings and Gordon's subsequent arrest kick off a chain of events that reshape the games board. Cobblepot's return disrupts the prevailing power dynamics and also serves to vindicate Gordon. It signifies the importance of Gordon's moral choices amidst Gotham's moral decay. His survival creates new avenues for plot developments, especially regarding his revenge and the potential conflicts he'll ignite. The episode intricately weaves themes of justice versus corruption and the cyclical violence that characterizes Gotham's landscape. Despite the temporary victory over Dr. Marks, the entrenched corruption remains a formidable foe. Gordon's release is bittersweet, overshadowed by lingering questions about his place within the GCPD and the evolving landscape of power in Gotham. It's an exciting setup for future episodes, promising plenty of drama and character development.